This is the weekly reading for Gemini. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. The first card that we have is the Prince of Swords. And basically the energy that I'm getting with this card is that you've been really conflicted lately and really been in your head and not so much connecting on a spiritual level. It's almost like the energy that I'm getting from this card is that maybe you've been trying to meditate and you haven't been able to because your mind is, there's just been a lot of mind chatter. And Gemini, you're typically a very spiritual person. So this could mean that you need to spend more time outdoors, connect more to nature. I mean, I know here in the Midwest, we've had a long, very cold, very snowy winter. It's been very hard to get out. And I know I'm the same way. Like, I'm really ready to get outside and really be in some sunlight, some sunshine, get outdoors, go out in the woods, go out by the water. So maybe this is some of that energy that's coming through because you are very earthy. And this is all about, like I said, just really being in your head. And so you really need to find a quiet place to really connect, because to clarify that card, we have the Psyche card. And it says here, there was a message on the card. Let's see what it says. Surrender. See right here, it says surrender. So basically, this is surrendering to your own soul. This is surrendering to your own higher power. This is connecting to your spirit guides, to your ancestors, to your angels, and really surrendering, really going deep, and getting out of your head and really having some peace. This is all about finding peace because you have a lot of swords energy, We got the Four of Swords, and this is basically the feeling abandoned, feeling left for dead. I mean, this is just a very heavy energy. And this is telling me that you've really been going through a lot of conflicts lately. And the key to all of this is to know that whatever happens in the physical realm is not real. These are all illusions. These are all experiences that your soul has magnetized in because your soul wanted to experience these things. And so once you realize that and you really connect your soul, you'll see that basically what's happening really isn't real anyway on like a physical level. On a soul level, you don't have any conflict. You have peace. Because here we have the Black Diamond card, and it says true love is eternal. And so this here is another card that has to do with connecting to your soul, connecting to your ancestors, connecting to your spirit guides, and really getting guidance right now and really learning the lessons for like the experiences that have came up right now. Because that's what this is all about. This is all about learning and growing. So don't resist what's happening right now. Just go with the flow and just accept what's happening right now is what your soul aligned to. These are experiences that your soul wanted to have. But this is going to require, like I said, a lot of meditation, a lot of quiet time, connecting to nature. And this true love is eternal. This is you. Because your soul is love. On a soul level, we are pure, unconditional, true love. We don't have all of the conditioning that our ego has. Because basically, the physical form that we're in right now is not truly who we are. So basically, the message that I'm getting right now is that this is all about discovering who you really are. And that means disconnecting from the physical form that you're in right now. And I know that's kind of deep and not everybody's going to get that, but that's the message that came through. And I tend to be a higher vibrational reader. And I know I'm not going to resonate with everybody. Some people are here to try to figure out what their mate is doing. If their crush is coming back, and if the person that they resonate with is going to leave the partner that they have now, that kind of thing. I don't do that because I don't see physical circumstances as being real. I really tend to read more on a soul level, so I just needed to get that out of the way. Because here we have the balance card. So I show that you have been balancing. You've been balancing your energy. You've been doing more self-care. It's just the thing with the balance, though, is like I said, you have all this swords energy. So you've really been caught up in what's happening right now. And the way that you get out of that energy is to ground yourself in the present moment and to balance and really center yourself. And spring is here, so, if you're an outdoors person like I am, go outside barefoot, connect to Gaia. That's how I really center myself, and it's coming. So now we have the call for help card. And sorry, my resolution on my camera has not been good lately. I need to do something better. This is call for help, reach out, need for backup, admit your needs. So a lot of times we get in this mode of being just real independent, like we're going to do this ourselves. We don't need anybody else. We're strong, we're independent. But sometimes I know I can be a real introverted person. And then I sit up and I get lonely because, man, it would just be so nice just to have physical contact with another human being. And that's all right, because we don't always have to do everything on our own. It's all right to admit your needs. It's all right to be vulnerable. It's all right to let somebody else help you. This doesn't make you weak. This actually makes you strong when you actually know what your needs are and you're able to express them to somebody else. That shows great strength. And we've got the Ten of Swords. And basically the energy that I'm getting with this card is that you're dealing with a lot of past pain. And this is almost victim mentality. This is almost feeling like, why did things turn out the way that they did? Why do bad things always happen to me? It seems like things never work out. This is that, oh, woe is me card. But this is a 10, so this is a completion of that cycle. You're going to be moving into new energy soon. But basically what I'm getting with this is that whatever does come up, shift out of that energy. I mean, it's all right to honor your feelings, but don't stay stuck in that energy of feeling sorry for yourself. Do admit your needs and ask for help when you need it. Because like I said, that doesn't make you weak, and you don't have to do everything on your own. So to clarify the Ten of Cards, the Ten of Swords card, sorry, I can't talk today. We have the Healer of the Ages. So I do feel like you've been doing your inner work. And a lot of people think that you have to go through like all this extensive, expensive healing and have healers and all this kind of stuff, because I kind of fell into that bullshit last year too. And we really don't. Basically, the way we heal ourselves is by bringing whatever it is that's in the shadow to the light. And so whenever you do have feelings come up that just make you feel some kind of way, and you're like, man, why do I feel this way? Honor those feelings first of all. And then try to decide where those emotions are coming from, because they almost always come from a thought and a belief in that thought. And then once you acknowledge that and you shine light on that and bring that into the consciousness, you've healed it. That's all healing is changing your perspective, looking at it from a different point of view and shining light on it. Like, why do I do these things? Why do I always attract these kind of people? Then once you really look at it, and you see you've healed that situation. That's all healing is looking at things from a different point of view. Nothing fancy. Now we have the Nine of Cups, and this is more like a Make-A-Wish card. You have 9 cups. This is not quite the 10 of Cups. This is not quite being in the 10 of Cups energy, being in that complete loving space, but you're getting there. And this is basically make a wish. See the rainbow? This is basically make a wish. What is it that you want? This is basically really getting in touch with your soul and trying to decide what you really want on a soul level. Because a lot of times we think we want something, and then when we get it, we're like, oh, this doesn't even resonate with me on a soul level. So this is all about really getting to know yourself to make sure what you do wish for, what you do align to, is really what you want on a soul level. And basically, sometimes we don't get what we want because our soul knows better. Our soul knows that is ego-based. So, to clarify that card, we have hostilities. And basically, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting as you have felt like, okay, this is what I want. And you kind of go after it. And then you realize this doesn't even feel good. This isn't even what I wanted, because you're coming from a space of ego instead of a place from your soul to know what you really, really want. That's why it doesn't feel right. You're not using your intuition. And your intuition is feeling, not thinking. It's all about what truly resonates. And you'll know by how it feels. Message. The energy that I'm getting with this card is that a lot of times you feel like you're not really speaking your truth the way you need to. And the reason why you feel like you're not is, for one thing, you're not connected to your energy as far as really knowing what your truth is. And so this too involves really connecting on a spiritual level and getting out of that mental conflict, because you have been so matrix lately. Everything that's happening are just demos for growth and for learning. They're not even real, but you've been so in this energy of believing it is that you haven't been able to connect on a spiritual level for a while now. And so you don't even know what your truth is. So this is all about connecting your truth and speaking your truth. And if something doesn't feel right, speaking up and saying, you know what? This isn't for me. I'm going to walk away from this, because this does not feel like this is what is for me at this particular time. And it may never be. It may never have been. Because now you have the journey card. And this journey card is all about your soul's journey and realizing that you are on a soul journey called life, and connecting to the spiritual realm. And stop thinking with your head and start feeling. This is all about a spiritual awakening. This is all about a spiritual journey. This is not a physical journey at all. And then you have the gift card. And basically this gift card is a gift from the universe saying, here, we want to show you. We want to show you what you really want, and we want to give it to you. We want you to align to it. And once you align to what you really truly want and what really truly resonates on a soul level, then it can come through. You have all these frustrations because you're like, man, I've been trying to manifest love. I've been trying to manifest money and it has not came. It's because you're blocking yourself, because you have to know what you really want. And stop attracting what you don't want. And this means focusing your energy on what you want and not what you don't want more of. So if a situation comes up that you consider to be shitty, don't put any more energy into that situation. Focus on what you do want more of. And try to find that silver lining in what's happening now, and show gratitude for that silver lining so that you can align yourself to more good things. That message came through too, Gemini. Well, this is your weekly reading, Gemini, and I'm going to include my contact information if you want a personal reading in the description of the video.